I'm standing here with Prince of Peace's brand new Positive Organ, delivered to us in December of last year. This instrument was built by Niels Klop of Klop Organs in the Netherlands in 2025, so it's really brand new. Usually it takes over a year for one of these instruments to be built and delivered, but this fall, a completed instrument that was already at the American dealer happened to come up for sale for immediate delivery, and a handful of families in the parish generously stepped forward to fund the entire purchase on behalf of the church. So what is it exactly? Basically, it's a pipe organ in a really small box. It has 4 sets of pipes stacked really neatly and tidily in this very small, compact container, and it can be moved around relatively easily, hence the term positive, meaning you can pose it or place it wherever you want. We can bring it out to accompany vespers or certain masses and then store it away safely again. And we can even take it up to the choir loft to accompany the choir. So this organ has 4 different sounds or stops. And when we talk about organ stops, we always measure them in feet relative to the length of a low C pipe. So on the left here, we have an 8-foot stop, and that sounds at normal pitch. So if I play middle C, I get middle C. The 8-foot on this organ is incredibly sweet and perfectly designed to blend with the human voice. Next, we have a 4-foot stop, whose pipes are half as long and therefore sound 1 octave higher. I can play it on its own, but usually we use it to add brightness and volume to the 8-foot. We also have a 2-foot, which is yet another octave higher and adds a lot of color and brightness. Lastly, we have a 3-foot stop, which sounds not an octave, but a 5th higher than the 4-foot. And when you combine it with the other stops, it can make a really cool color for right-hand solo melodies. You'll notice that the 3-foot stop looks different than the others, and that's because all of these are split stops, which means that you can turn them on for 1/2 of the keyboard only, either the bottom or the top. And that lets you do some cool things with the colors, even with just one keyboard. So if I want, say, a quiet accompaniment in the left hand, but a loud, colorful melody in the right hand, I can do that with the split stops. So what is it used for? Well, as I said earlier, one of the biggest benefits of this organ is that it can be moved around quite easily, which makes it really versatile. We can use it for vespers and compline, for accompanying psalm singing, or for any masses where the choir sings downstairs, like the Advent Rorate masses. You'll also hear this kind of organ called a continuo organ, and that's because it's especially suited for playing the basso continuo line, or the bass accompaniment line, of Baroque music and classical music. So for much of music history, the keyboard, the organ, played kind of a rhythm guitar role in the band, and it filled out the harmony underneath the soloists or the choir. We already put our organ to use in that capacity for the French Baroque Mass we did for Christmas this year. And now that we have our very own instrument, we'll get to do a lot more of that kind of music. So here it is, Prince of Peace's own Klop Positive Organ. Father Smith will be blessing the organ at 10 a.m. Mass on Sunday, February 15th, and we look forward to glorifying God through its music for many years to come.